Welcome to All Four Downs podcast on the CMG Central YouTube channel. On Sunday, December 4th, the College Football Playoff Committee will announce the best four college football teams to compete for the national championship. Georgia, Michigan, TCU, and USC were among the four top teams heading into the conference championship weekend. Let's look at the results first, and then I will tell you my prediction on which schools will play for the national championship. Utah defeated USC 47-24 in the Pac-12 championship. The Utes outscored the Trojans 30-7 in the second half. Cameron Rising threw for 22 out of 34, 310 yards, and 3 touchdowns. UTSA wins the Conference USA Championship, defeating North Texas 48-27. Top-ranked Georgia wins the SEC Championship 50-30 over LSU. The Bulldogs outscored their opponent 35 points in the first half, which was too much for LSU to make that comeback. Michigan prevents Purdue from spoiling the party. They win back-to-back Big Ten Conference championships. The Wolverines are the best in the second half of football in America. They scored 29 points and stopped the Boilermakers 43-22. Kansas State defeated TCU in overtime 31-28 and won the Dr. Pepper Big 12 championship. The Horned Frogs tied the game with 1 minute and 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter to force an overtime. In overtime, TCU head coach Sonny Dykes went for it on fourth down at the 1-yard line and was stopped short. It was left to question as to why he did not decide to kick the field goal to allow his defense to stop the Kansas State Wildcats. On the next possession, Kansas State, Ty Zentner kicked a 31-yard field goal to win the game. Clemson wins the ACC championship over North Carolina 39-10. Cade Klubnik replaced DJ Ugalele and went on to do 20 out of 24 passes, 279 yards, and 1 touchdown. He also carried the ball 7 times, running for 30 yards, and scored a rushing touchdown. His performance resulted in being a starter for the upcoming bowl game. Clemson, the ACC champions. Other conference championship games were Toledo defeating Ohio and becoming the MAC championship, Tulane defeating UCF, becoming the American Athletic champions, Troy defeated Coastal Carolina for the Sun Belt championship, Fresno State defeated Boise State in an upset, and they become the Mountain West champions. Here is my outlook and prediction for the college football playoff bracket. Georgia, Michigan, TCU remain in my top 3. Ohio State moves to number 4. I have to give much respect to the Pac-12 conference because the majority of their games were exciting to watch and very competitive. Utah defeating USC convinced me to put them at number 5. Alabama and Tennessee are debatable because so many opinions about who is what, the eye test. Listen, bottom line is that Tennessee outright defeated Alabama and should be in front of Alabama. There's no question about it. Nick Saban, he decided to put his political influence during halftime and made it seem as if he was begging to get into the playoffs. I'm sorry. Alabama does not deserve to be in the Final Four. And if Alabama squeezes their way in, that will be the most biggest disappointment in college football history. My prediction will be in the semifinals. Georgia defeats Ohio State. Michigan defeats TCU. And then in the finals, we will have a rematch of last year's semifinals. And that will be Georgia defeating Michigan Wolverines and become back-to-back college football national champions. Thank you for watching the All Four Downs podcast on the CMG Sports YouTube channel. Tune in this week as Joe and I discuss each bowl game prediction and the Army versus Navy game. I'm Obi Muniz, the Obi-Wan. Take care, everyone. God loves some football.